A batch hits your app 50, 100, and sometimes 200 orders. The system expects one thing: deliver everything exactly on time. You feel the pressure. You nod silently, accept the route, and start the race. You just lied. In a month, when you're skipping lunch, running red lights, and burning out completely, that lie will hit you. Let me tell you what to do instead. Taking responsibility for an unrealistic volume is a professional disaster. I've seen couriers leave the profession because they tried to do the impossible. People crash, orders get ruined, and it's all because you stayed silent instead of saying, "The math just doesn't add up." You were set up to fail. I'm making sure it doesn't happen again. They push a plan to you. You know the person or algorithm that built it has zero clue what it looks like in the real world. The algorithm sees dots on a map. It doesn't see a 15-minute wait at the restaurant, a broken elevator in Building 16, a traffic jam on the bridge, or a customer who won't open the door. Someone decided this volume was reasonable based on a perfect spreadsheet in Excel, not real life. But the second you silently accept that batch, you sign a contract you can't keep. "I can get it all done," assumes the world is perfect. It never is. These people aren't trying to screw you over out of spite. They just need metrics. They need a number because a number feels like control. But a plan based on ignoring reality is just bullshit. And you're the one taking the hit when the system breaks. Rule number 1. Never accept a massive batch of orders without question. Never. Your first job isn't to start writing faster. It's to ask, why did we decide this volume is adequate for one person in a single shift? At the start, in an unfamiliar zone, your throughput is lower. And that's normal. But even an experienced courier can't beat physics. If the route builds in 5 minutes per stop, but the real time for pickup and handoff is 12, the plan is dead the moment it's created. You have to respect the uncertainty. Pinpoint ETAs for a massive batch are a lie to yourself, the manager, and the customer. When they dump 200 orders on you and demand 100% on time, use these scripts. Don't make excuses. State the facts. The math reality check. You assign me 200 orders. Even with 0 delays, the raw drive and handoff time exceeds my shift by 4 hours. The math doesn't add up. Which 50 orders on this list are the priority, and which ones are we officially okay with delivering late? The risk transfer. If I try to force this volume into the allotted time, I'm going to have to cut corners. I'll stop checking addresses, start running red lights, and risk a crash. A courier in an accident doesn't deliver orders at all. Is the company ready to absorb the risk of liability, traffic tickets, and tanked ratings for the illusion of on-time delivery? The data demand. For this plan to actually work, I need guarantees from the system. Can you guarantee that all 200 restaurants will hand off the order in 2 minutes? That not a single customer will have an unresponsive buzzer? If the system can't guarantee the inputs, it can't demand a pinpoint result. Bad planning has a real cost. Half of all conflicts, wrecked vehicles, and lost customers happen because of it. When a courier tries to do the impossible, they start running themselves into the ground. Food gets cold, ratings drop, and turnover spikes. You aren't saving the company time. You're borrowing it at massive interest and paying for it with your health. Your job isn't to make managers feel good with fake compliance. Your job is to give them the harsh truth so they can reallocate resources. But let's be fair. Planners need numbers. They're trying to reduce the chaos the easiest way they know how, by dumping it on the courier. And this is where you delegate what you can to a machine. The part of the uncertainty that can actually be computed shouldn't be carried by the courier. That's what Swiftway Route Planner is for. It finds you the fastest, shortest route and manages your tasks along the way. It factors in real service times, how long pickup takes at a specific restaurant, how long the walk up the stairs is, and bakes them into the calculation. It accounts for your vehicle, bike, car, or truck, routing you on real roads, not ideal ones. It knows the restrictions, hazmat zones, gated communities, toll roads. The goal? Give you the magic route, the best possible path, and back it up with hard, irrefutable data. So when you tell the dispatcher, this 200-order batch physically requires 12 hours or 2 couriers, behind those words isn't an emotional rant, but cold, hard math based on real-world factors. Swiftway gives you the power to go to your manager not with, "I can't make it," but with, "Here's the calculation. Here are the bottlenecks. Here's where the system got the time allocation wrong. Let's figure it out together." Next time a massive batch hits your app with the demand to get it all done on time, remember this defense. 1. Challenge the reality of the volume. Don't try to heroically muscle through it. 2. Show the systemic cost of an unrealistic plan. 3. Demand hard guarantees in exchange for exact deadlines. Memorize this phrase. I'm looking at a batch of X orders. Based on real-world time metrics for pickup and driving, this requires Y hours. To fit this into the shift, we either need to cut the volume by Z orders or bring in a second courier. Which option are we going with? You aren't being difficult. You're being a professional. A professional isn't someone who silently plays the hero until midnight, delivering 200 orders. A professional is someone who reduces uncertainty where it's possible and honestly calls out physical limits where it's necessary. Stop making people comfortable with lies. Start making them a little uncomfortable with the truth. That's how this job is really done. And that's how you stop working until midnight, blaming yourself for the mistakes in someone else's spreadsheet. If this approach resonates with you, subscribe. Here we talk about how to do the job professionally, not heroically. Drop a like if you've ever been dumped with a batch of orders that was physically impossible to complete on time. Share in the comments. What's the maximum number of orders they've tried to hand you in a single shift? How did you deal with it?